FPL के जनहित में जारी. FPL transfers are subject to market risk. Players को लाने से पहले खुद भी जांच करें and take care about the fixtures, game weeks and wildcards. हमारी बकचोदी और बकवास के साथ रिस्क जुड़े हुए हैं और हमारी सलाह की कोई गारंटी नहीं. Okay, the second wildcard can be used now, and we are going to let you know कि कौन से 5 forward, 5 midfielder, 5 defender and 4 goalkeepers that you must have if you use the wildcard. Now we have the difficulty rating in front of us. We've got Aditya with us, we've got Yashpal, and we've thought obviously about game week 24, which is the double game week for Liverpool and West Ham. And then if you're using the wildcard, then what do you reckon, Yashpal? You would choose a team that is good for 4-5 game weeks.
Exactly. So if you're choosing, first of all, fixtures देख लो. Choose maximum players for the teams जिसमें ज़्यादा अच्छे fixtures हैं. So if you consider right now using Liverpool के तो 3 होने चाहिए because they have double game week 24. And I'll suggest you go with West Ham, a player or two if you're not having. And then I think Everton looks good and Bournemouth looks good. I have already used the wildcard. So
You've used the second wildcard?
Yeah, I used the second wildcard.
Okay, so we'll come to the forwards, but...
Yes. So get this. If you're using wildcard before game week 24, probably you cannot use triple captain for game week 24.
Yeah, not for... Yeah, so which is why we are now recording this after 22. So you have to use it in 23.
So if you're using it for 23, probably there are chances that you can, triple captain Mane or Salah.
For 24.
For 24. You should use it wisely.
Okay. Right, we'll move to the forwards and we will suggest 5 forwards that you must have on your team. Must consider. You can't have them. But these are the 5 players you must consider. We are going to be logical about it. We are not going to give you all expensive options because that would be too easy. But things are slightly easier. Unfortunate, but easier after Harry Kane has been injured. But... your 5 forwards that you think, Yashpal,
so I think
you should consider.
I think you should have Vardy.
Out of which 3 will be picked, mind you.
So you should have Vardy.
You will still stick with Vardy.
I'm still sticking with Vardy. Next, and I don't know why I'm saying this, but because there is no Aubameyang, people should go for Lacazette. Abraham is a dicey move if you're choosing. You can let go because after Newcastle they're facing Arsenal and Leicester.
Correct.
So if you're letting go Abraham, I think Rashford is in. Rashford is something which looks good. And if you're going for something from the cheaper options, I think Danny Ings.
Danny Ings, of course.
Sure shot. He's giving me points since last 6-8 game weeks and he's doing good. And because of double game weeks, you can go for Haller.
Oh, okay. So he's the differential pick for you.
Differential, yes.
Leicester away and Liverpool at home. Aditya, तेरा क्या कहना है भाई? Still stick with Vardy या जाने देने का time आ गया? मतलब, have we, sort of extracted the most out of Jamie Vardy? Have FPL managers got the most out of him?
So if anyone has Vardy in their team, I think they should stick with Vardy.
Stick with Vardy, okay.
Given that they have only a Chelsea game at home that is
slightly tough.
That is
on
slightly
paper.
Tough on paper.
I'm thinking it will be an open game anyway.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Lampard, as we've seen, he does not like a closed game. He likes to attack the other team.
Right.
And Leicester won't shy away from doing so. So, yeah, definitely. For Chelsea, obviously, Tammy Abraham
You would continue with Tammy.
Tammy Abraham is a sure shot because he's the only striker they've got and he's been giving goals to Chelsea.
Yeah.
He's been scoring goals. Same goes for Vardy. He's the pivot for Leicester as of now under Rodgers. And he's been doing good
So,
as well.
दो हो गए. In a sense, Vardy and, Tammy would make your team.
Yes.
अभी तीसरा कौन?
But
And obviously,
if
2
you
more
look
options.
at Abraham, Chelsea after Newcastle are facing Arsenal, Leicester, Man U, Spurs.
Correct. So that
So if you're choosing Abraham for wildcard, the fixtures are all red.
Exactly. Now that's a gamble that we take.
Exactly.
Now Chelsea, the main striker for Chelsea is Tammy Abraham as of now, and Lampard would ensure that his main striker would play in all of these games because they are important. If Chelsea want to break into the Champions League zone, they need to play their best team, and that's why I think Tammy would start each and every one of those games.
And they're spaciously sort of spaced out all the game weeks.
Yeah,
It's
they have
18th,
time.
21st, then 1st of Feb, 8th Feb, 22nd Feb. So that, okay. What are the other two strikers that you would, you've exhausted Tammy and Vardy?
Yeah. Okay. So one of the strikers which I like is a Mope from Brighton.
Okay.
Now, if we look at their fixtures from game week 24 to even game week 26, they have 2 away games and 1 home game.
Alright.
Right? Not major contenders. So I do think that Mope should do well. He scored 2 points.
And he's 5.8 now.
Yeah.
He's getting 90 minutes like throughout, but only 2 returns in the last, I think, 6 game weeks.
Right.
But you think that he's the only outlet sometimes.
Yeah, he is the only outlet for Brighton. That's what I think as of now.
So are you letting go of Everton?
Um,
Or is that your 5th pick? 2 more picks you've got.
So one of them were I like to obviously go for Lacazette because now Aubameyang being suspended, he would be the fulcrum of the attack for Arsenal as we've seen under Arteta. Right. So maybe I would give him a chance, but then again it's a matter of whether he can actually score goals or not because we've seen that he's dried up right now.
Correct.
He's having sort of a false 9 kind of a role under Mikel Arteta, but
now no Aubameyang.
exactly now no Aubameyang, which
तो
places
तुझे
the
लगता है वो
complete-
ऊपर खेलेगा मतलब?
हाँ, I think the complete emphasis would be on Lacazette to score goals given Aubameyang is not playing the next game.
Right.
Okay, so that is one option for me, and the other option I would consider is maybe a striker from Everton, maybe Calvert-Lewin.
Okay. Calvert-Lewin. In case you want to save money and spend on...
Exactly.
Well, it's interesting. None of you mention Aguero.
So he plays. I don't know. He's not given time that much. So for me to consider him, I would want, if I'm spending 12 million on a forward, I would want him to start every time, and
Right.
not alternate weekends or. So that is why I'm. If you ask me from Man City, I'll be picking up KDB only.
Okay.
Good midfielder.
Okay. Well, my suggestions would be, I think, Tammy Abraham makes sense for me because I think he's a big game player.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to be bold enough and say that since game week 24 is coming up, to save money, probably go Gomez, Trent, and Salah or Mane because probably triple up on Liverpool.
Yeah.
I would probably drop Jamie Vardy for, let's say, Danny Ings.
Oh.
So there's immediate savings there. If you're not feeling great about Danny Ings, then Calvert-Lewin. And I also believe that Jimenez is sort of done. Not long-term done, but I think short-term we could give him a bit of a break if you're feeling bold and get in Rashford. Now the thing is, obviously, one will think Liverpool away. Marcus Rashford could be a waste. If you're feeling that way, then number one, he's the only way out.
He's the only way out, and the way he
And
played
penalties.
last night, the
Yeah.
way he played, complete confidence.
Against Norwich.
Yeah.
But I would suggest that one of the options could be for me is an easy choice if you want to triple up on Liverpool is Bobby Firmino.
Yeah, that is something to be looked forward to.
That is one player to look forward to. I am not going to go the Sheffield United way with strikers, but Jamie Vardy, obviously I already said, should be out. With Brighton and Bournemouth, I don't trust them. Lacazette though is very tempting.
Yes, very tempting.
My only problem with Aguero is that there is no guarantee of him starting. Firmino, I think there is still a guarantee. Even though when Divock Origi comes on, you never know. He may give a rest to somebody. But I think he will stick with at least giving 70 minutes to Firmino. And we've seen him score some important goals. Let's move to midfielders. And this is a tough one, Ambe. Why don't you go first? If you're up for it. If you've done your research.
Now, considering the fixtures of Liverpool first, people would definitely have Mane or Salah or
Yeah.
Pilih.
How do you solve that conundrum? Or do you double up?
It's tempting. It's sort of a gamble whether you trust two players, whether you trust the manager to play both of these players in both of the games.
Because we saw Shaqiri come on.
Exactly.
16-point lead
But there's a
opening.
5-day gap between two games.
Yeah.
You have to understand that even it falls in the same game week 24. First match and the second match, there's a 5-day gap between that. So there's a probability, very good probability, that all three, Firmino,
Salah and
Mane
Mane.
and Salah, all three will start.
अब क्या बोलना है? Double up, yeah. If you would have to choose one.
Nah, given the statistics right now, Liverpool are performing amazingly well, right? So it won't be a fool's gamble if people actually double up on Liverpool or maybe even
Triple up, of
triple
course,
up for
yeah.
the game week 24.
Yeah.
Because that makes sense. Liverpool are faring pretty well. Van Dijk gave 6 points last week, this game week, right? Performing well. Liverpool keeping clean sheets. So one other player which I would like to gamble on during game week 24 is Mark Noble.
Mark Noble, I was going to say that.
West Ham, two games in a week, and that guy is a sure starter for me. He's the heart of West Ham.
Yeah.
And he drives the team forward. So obviously the manager won't like to leave someone like Mark Noble with such an experience in the Premier League to leaving him out of the team in such a crucial week. So that's it for West Ham. And one gamble I'd like to take during this game week, considering that I would like to stick to the same team for the next 3 game weeks at least, is Everton, because they have sort of...
Who are you going for? Richarlison?
Exactly. I would opt for Richarlison. He scored 10 points this game week.
And green
Exactly.
fixture list.
They have a comparatively easier fixture list, and given Ancelotti is now heading the team, I think that should be a positive boost overall.
Okay, so you have Salah or Mane. You've got Richarlison. You've got... Who is you mentioned? Mark Noble. 2 more for you.
Jack Grealish is a good option. They have sort of a easier game weeks to come, except for the 26th one wherein they face Tottenham at home. But then again, Tottenham have their own issues in the form of Kane not playing and Mourinho having a difficult time than expected. So yeah, I think Jack Grealish, as Yashpal said, would be fair
And
enough.
City? Are you going for Mahrez or KDB? Now, if you want to double up on Salah Mane, then it becomes very important to go for Mahrez and save money.
Yes, definitely.
But nobody knows whether he's going to play every game.
Exactly. I don't trust Guardiola to play Mahrez in the coming game weeks.
Right.
Does he want to concentrate on, making it sure that he gets the points?
Yeah.
So he might play...
Or just play for the Champions League. I mean, forget about the Premier League. It's too much of a gap to...
It's a vast gap right now. So practically, I think Liverpool have already won the league mentally. It's all about the points.
No Arsenal?
No
Not
Arsenal. Not yet. We've seen flashes of what Arsenal can actually produce when they're good, but I think we should let them pass this season.
Right, well, I think KDB, 100% necessary. Yeah. But if you want to double up on Salah Mane, then you go for...
Drop him for a week.
Drop him for a week and bring in
Both
Mahrez.
of them, yeah.
Mahrez maybe, if you want to stick with City. Jack Grealish, I think, is 100% for me. Brighton, Watford, Bournemouth, and then Spurs at home. All games which he can score in. 2 players of the, not very popular. Obviously, they're popular as differentials, but I'd go with Fleck.
Yes.
I think Fleck has been very impressive. He's not under the radar anymore. There was a time when he was under the radar, not anymore.
Only 2.6% have him, and he's worth 4.9.
Exactly.
So if you want to keep the 5th midfielder for cheaper price, Fleck is for you.
He can actually be a good long-term option, considering 3 game weeks at least.
So I'm having Cantwell since many game weeks. Right? He's performing good. I'll not say great, but he's worth same as Fleck.
Right.
So I was planning that.
Just Sheffield, the way they go forward, there's something different about it.
Exactly. They're doing good.
I will go with Son.
Yes.
Without Harry Kane, we saw how Mourinho played Lucas Moura and Son on top. Now, again, the question is cheaper option, Lucas Moura. Is he a better option? I don't know. He's a better option, but he's a cheaper option. I agree on the Mark Noble bit for West Ham, but I also think if you have money left, go for Felipe Anderson.
Yeah.
His goal was chalked off for offside this in game week 22. But I think both Felipe Anderson and even Declan Rice, just out of the blue, if you're looking for just somebody to stick in for a double game week, just as a formality, Declan Rice isn't a bad option. He will start both games 100%. Very tempted to go for Adama Traore, but I think even Neto offers a lot of value. At 5 million only, I know that Diogo Jota may come on in game week 23, which means against Liverpool, against United, against Leicester, there were 3 games. Neto's goal against Liverpool was chalked off. Very unfortunate. Then he scored immediately in the next game. Then there were a couple of blanks. But I think Neto for 5 million, not bad at all. Even at home, to Liverpool. 5 million, just go for an outside bet. Richarlison is one more in the end.
So
That I think is I think
he has good fixture.
yeah, Aditya was right as well. Richarlison, or if you're feeling ridiculously confident or want to think out of the box, Leandro Trossard.
So
I don't know why we haven't discussed Watford yet. Because
Watford
Troy
started-
Deeney, I would like to. I know we've exhausted the strikers, but Troy Deeney and
Troy Deeney is good.
Deulofeu and Doucouré and Sarr.
Yeah.
These are players you might want to consider. Your 5 players.
So I'm definitely doubling up in midfield, Liverpool.
Salah Mane?
So I'm going for both. So just to be on the safer side, I'm going for both. So for that particular game week, I'll drop KDB. He's away to Sheffield.
Okay.
So I don't know. Probably he might hit a goal or two.
Even if you pick him, there's still 2 cheap midfielders you
There's a
can fit in.
cushion. There's a cushion, but I don't want to make my team so different
Because
in a way that.
it's a
I
tough
don't
game
wanna
as
pick-
well.
So,
City
yeah.
go to Sheffield.
So if I
in
drop,
game week 24.
so I have 2.5 million in bank right now. So even if I'm dropping KDB and getting Salah, it won't be an issue. And I have Madison, which I'm relying heavy on this season.
At home to West Ham in 24, away to Burnley in 23.
Yes, and he's worth 7.7 million, and he has given 105 points till date. Right. So Richarlison is also 8.1 million. He has also given 108 points. So but Madison is something which I'll keep, and my 5th is Cantwell, which I might change for Mark Noble.
Okay, let's move to the defense. I think Joe Gomez for me is like 100%. You have to have him now.
You have to have.
Yeah, Dejan Lovren is not there. No Joel Matip. Gomez and Van Dijk have kept clean sheets. Liverpool were not keeping clean sheets. They were winning games, not keeping clean sheets. They've got clean sheets. So I think Joe Gomez and Trent. These are 2 players I would think are worth doubling up on more than Salah Mane.
Oh, okay.
Because cheaper leaves you room to continue to spend on midfield. At the same time, have a triple up Liverpool in case you have either Salah, Mane, or Firmino, one of those. Tempted to say Chilwell, but I've had him on my team for 2 weeks now, and haven't seen anything great. Yeah, so I would probably go back to Soyuncu, which anyway is not a big tip or some top secret hint. It's very open out there. Everton, I think, with Sidibe and Lucas Dean. Finally an assist. Finally.
I had him before, but he was not performing well. I
Yeah.
dropped him. Now I think.
Now I think is a good time. I think it's a good time. Masuaku could interest you if you're feeling great about West Ham. But I think
Dunk, you can talk about, right?
Dunk.
has good fixtures.
Good fixtures. Villa, Bournemouth, West Ham, Watford, Sheffield. All games where you can expect, if not a clean sheet, then a towering header from a corner. So that is one. I don't know about United. United's defense cannot be touched. Arsenal's defense should not be touched. Bournemouth, the form is terrible, But if you're
We
looking
should not be
for
touching
just like a
defense.
Rico or someone, if you're
If you want to keep Rico for your fourth defender, fifth defender, you can keep that.
you can keep that. You can keep that. But I would rather play
Not play him.
Gomez and Trent and not play him. Yes, you're quite right. There's the usual favorite. If you
Or
want
you
to
can keep
bench a Crystal Palace player in 23, then Palace have back-to-back home games in game week 24 and 25. So Kelly for me
Yeah, Kelly
is still a shoe in. What about you?
same thing.
Ishmael?
I won't be doubling up on Liverpool. So because I'm doubling up in midfield, I'll keep. I have Alexander Arnold. I'll keep him. I have good defense. I'll have Lundstrom as of now. I'm not touching him also. I have Soyuncu, which is also very. He's in good form. Right. I have Rico. I think I have Kelly. So my defense in a way looks good, but if you are asking me to make few changes, I think Lewis Dunk is something because of the fixtures as we discussed. Is something to be brought in. And other than that, I was going for a differential size from Wolves,
But they have tough games.
but they have tough games, and I don't know if he has given that much. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. I don't think I'll be making many changes.
So you're four who you already have and Lewis Dunk.
Yeah.
Okay, Ambe. What about you?
Yeah, so I already have Van Dijk, Chilwell, and Alexander Arnold.
A very expensive defense. You can get as many points with Gomez as you can with Van Dijk.
So, that was a loss that I made this game week. The other defenders that interest me is first is Digne.
Okay.
Given that he did provide an assist, 12 points this game week, last game week, sorry. And the fixtures are relatively easier for Everton
Yeah.
in the coming weeks. So either Digne or CDB or there's one more, or Michael Keane.
Michael Keane, huh?
So you could choose one player from either of these three.
So Everton, Liverpool are your two suggestions, obviously. Look at Everton, look at Liverpool.
Look at Everton, even look at Bournemouth.
Okay.
Right. But that's,
Terrible season so far.
They have had a terrible season, but the fixtures are quite simple. One player which interests me is Adam Stevens from Sheffield United.
Okay, yeah.
Good points till now. He's been under the radar.
Away to Arsenal, home to City. Maybe game week 25 is the only place where you can start playing him, where they have like 5 green fixtures in a row.
Exactly. Two more players I'd like to just suggest. One is obviously Soyuncu.
Yeah.
And the other one is Dunk from right.
Okay, so fairly balanced view on defense. Defense has been easy to solve, I think, this season. It's the midfield and the strikers
Defense
there.
is something which you keep. You don't make much.
You don't
many
make too many
to
changes.
defense.
Right. Goalkeepers. Now, this is obviously the area which is highly confusing.
So I was looking at I was reading something, and Aston Villa has the main keeper Heaton is injured with unknown return date. So you can substitute keeper. It's cheaper. It's 4.3. If you want to consider him for the second option, you can. Then I find McCarthy has also performed well.
Right, Southampton. Yeah, Southampton.
They've kept a clean sheet previous game week. And considering Everton's fixtures, Pickford is something which you could go for. And but in a way, I don't believe you should spend much on keepers. I always say that. I've always said that. So look for some good, do some good research on who's giving much major points.
Right.
And you can figure that. So I think I have Pope and I have McCarthy. I'll stick to that, but probably something. I'll see the fixtures, and if we are making some changes, Ryan is also good.
Okay. But I think it's fairly easy for me. I'll go for Ramsdale because Bournemouth's fixtures are fantastic.
Yeah.
I will go for Sheffield because I don't have a Sheffield defender.
Okay.
I have Fleck.
Oh, you don't have
No.
Lundstrom.
So I would probably sit Dean. No, I don't have. I removed Lundstrom for Fleck the last game week. So Sheffield, maybe I know Arsenal and City sounds very daunting, but just prepare for the run from game week 25 all the way up till game week 30. 6 games, where there could be clean sheet returns for Dean Henderson because you don't often change your keepers.
You don't do that.
I like the Aston Villa suggestion you gave me, but
It's
yeah,
4.3.
4.3
For the substitute
along
keeper.
with having Henderson, maybe yes,
Yeah.
makes sense. Matt Ryan again, fantastic fixtures. The usual suspects. Pickford, slightly expensive, but
good.
could be worth it.
Yeah.
Immediate impact, maybe.
Yeah.
Rui Patricio, not really. These are the players. I'm just going through them one by one. Southampton, maybe. Home to Wolves, away to Palace.
So
McCarthy,
if you're not
cheaper
making,
guy.
if you're not making changes this week for game week 23, then you can consider Guaita.
Yes,
He is
Yes.
having good fixtures
Absolutely.
after that.
Yeah.
From game week 24.
Guaita has good fixtures after Arsenal and City. But yes, I think I would give Ramsdale a shot. I would also give Sheffield's keeper a shot. Ambe, last challenge for you. 4 keepers. Are you going for any big names? Alisson maybe. Liverpool play 2 games. He's going to be guaranteed to play 2 games in game week 24.
My main keeper since game week 1 has been Jordan Pickford, and I would stick with him. The other candidates which interest me in this are Matthew Ryan from Brighton.
Yep.
Given they have an easy run of fixtures coming ahead, so you could at least keep him for 2 or 3 game weeks.
Right.
Okay. The other keeper maybe could be
Since we're discussing this as of now, the Bournemouth Watford lineup is out. And
Right.
Ramsdale is not there.
All right. You were saying.
yeah. So there's one more keeper who interests me. Post game week 23, that is Ben Foster from Watford.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
3 games from 24, 25 and 26
Yeah.
are relatively easy.
Yeah.
Post that,
Couple of tough games. Yeah.
a couple of tough games, but you could at least consider him for game week 24, 25 and 26. The other parties would obviously, someone would pick Alisson.
Yeah, I think Alisson triple up with Trent and Salah or Mane doesn't sound terribly bad.
Doesn't sound terrible because you have
Yeah.
one player in each
And if
sector
you
of
don't
the
have
game.
Trent, you could also go Alisson and one of the 3,
One
2 of the 3
one
out
of
of
the-
Salah, Mane, Firmino.
Exactly. So going for a dominant Liverpool player formation, I think that's sort of a good gamble that you can
Good
take.
gamble, yeah. Wolves away, West Ham away. I know 2 away games, but
Two away games.
Liverpool
But
are
Liverpool
fantastic.
have been churning out games.
Yeah.
They have won 1-0 a couple of times now.
Yeah. Okay.
Very good possibility.
All right. So, those were the wildcard suggestions from all of us. Thank you for listening and tuning in. Until next time, this is DesiFPL.